Starseeds and lightworkers, something is shifting in the field around you right now. And deep down, you already feel it. A quiet certainty has been building inside you, like the tide slowly rising before anyone else notices the water is higher than it was yesterday. I am Tyron, a representative of the High Council of Sirians, and what I am here to tell you today is this. You are not just going through a phase, you are being prepared. And that preparation comes with protection. By the end of this message, you will understand why the high beings have turned their attention toward you in this specific season of your life, and what it means that a protective presence has now been assigned to walk beside you. There is a reason you have been feeling more sensitive lately, more aware, more alert to things others around you cannot seem to see or feel. That is not anxiety. That is not overthinking. That is the natural result of being someone whose role is about to expand in ways your current mind is only beginning to imagine. When a soul is being elevated into greater purpose, the field around them requires greater care. The waters deepen before the vessel is trusted to sail further out. The high beings do not assign guardianship carelessly. They do not extend this kind of covering to souls who are simply passing through. This is reserved for those who are becoming something, those whose light is needed in places it has never reached before. And you are one of them. You did not arrive here by accident. Something ancient in you recognized this signal and followed it home. Stay with me, because what comes next will begin to make sense of everything you have been quietly carrying. And I am grateful you are here with me now. That pull, you've been feeling the one that makes you pause in the middle of an ordinary moment, amidst the hum of traffic or the drone of a meeting, and wonder if there's something more you're supposed to be doing. A grander tapestry you're meant to be weaving isn't mere restlessness. It isn't the chaotic hum of anxiety that rattles your cage. It isn't a cosmic asterisk denoting a deficiency, a sign that something vital is missing from the grand mosaic of your existence. No, this is far more profound. It's a signal, a deep, ancient signal, like a whispered prophecy from the stars, rising from some primordial wellspring within your very core, a place that has always known, with an unwavering certainty, precisely who you are. Even through the veils of amnesia you've donned, there is a sacred reason why you have perpetually felt as though you were carrying something too vast, too luminous, for the confines of a single human lifetime. It's as though you were meticulously crafted, like a celestial blueprint, for a reality that hasn't quite fully manifested in this dimension yet. You felt like an echo from a distant shore, and the people around you, though speaking a language you innately understood on a soul level, seemed to converse in dialects that were not entirely your own. This pervasive feeling, this sense of being subtly out of sync, is not a glitch in your spiritual wiring, not a miscalibration of your inner compass. It is, in fact, the most unvarnished, the most authentic truth of your being. And what is occurring right now, in this very breath, in this singular moment of your unfolding journey, in this precise and divinely orchestrated sequence of events that has led you to this very point of awareness, is that the long, patient wait is drawing to its inevitable close. This conclusion will not arrive with the booming fanfare of trumpets or a sudden seismic shift that commands the attention of the entire world. Instead, it will manifest as a quiet, profound deepening, like the subtle yet undeniable change in a powerful current beneath the ocean's surface. And you can feel it, can't you? You have been feeling its subtle tremor, its gentle insistence, for a very long time. Most beings who carry the Starseed signature do not feel adrift because they lack an intrinsic purpose. Quite the opposite is true. Within the deepest sanctuary of your soul, there resides a reservoir of knowing, a wisdom so immeasurable, so boundless that this earthly realm, in its current state of perception, can sometimes feel exquisitely too small to contain its immensity. That profound ache you experience, that yearning that can feel like a hollow space, is not an indicator of emptiness. It is the exquisite sensation of overflow. It is the palpable pressure of carrying something immense, something divinely potent, within a world that has yet to develop the nuanced vocabulary to articulate your true essence, to understand the cosmic language you embody. That profound sense of disconnection you have navigated, the persistent feeling of not quite belonging to any one place, of perceiving the underlying currents and unseen truths that others accept without question, is in reality the most luminous beacon. The clearest signpost, indicating that your unique energetic codes, your divine blueprint, are poised and ready to ignite, to come fully online. The sacred waters within you, the inner landscape of your being, are beginning to clarify, to ripple with an ancient light. And from the serene depths of these clearing waters, only truth, pure and unadulterated, will invariably rise. There exists within you a magnificent essence, something that was deeply encoded, intricately etched into the very fabric of your soul. Eons before the majestic temples of Egypt even dreamed of rising from the desert sands. Imagine, long before the first precisely cut stone of those ancient, awe-inspiring structures was meticulously laid beneath a celestial canopy that its builders comprehended with an intuitive wisdom this world has since largely forgotten. That profound Sirian wisdom, that cosmic understanding that flowed through those hallowed corridors. The intricate comprehension of universal order, of sacred geometric patterns, of the very architecture of the soul itself, was not a novel invention conceived within those sacred walls. It was a vibrant remembrance. It was brought forth by beings who originated from a realm far older than that arid desert, more ancient than that nascent civilization, predating any historical chronicle this world has ever meticulously recorded. And a resonant echo of that primordial memory resides within you. It is not a static thought that you can access with mere intellect. It is a living, breathing frequency that you inherently carry. It is a luminous pattern that courses through your energetic field, much like a mighty river carves its path through an ancient canyon, ever moving, eternally present, relentlessly finding its onward trajectory, even when the perceived path ahead appears utterly obstructed. The fundamental question is not whether you bear this inherent truth within you. The undeniable answer is that you do, with every fiber of your being. The transformative inquiry lies in what transpires when you cease to bear this profound knowing as a burdensome weight, and instead begin to embrace and recognize it as the very essence of your intrinsic nature. There exists a profound form of healing that transcends the limitations of spoken or written words. It is a balm that flows through the element of water. If something within your being has stirred or resonated deeply with these vibrations just now, it may signify that you are spiritually prepared to receive the profound guidance of the Sirian water codes. This extraordinary digital compendium is imbued with sacred techniques, divinely channeled from the luminous, intelligent waters of Sirius itself. Within its pages, you will discover potent clearing baths, transformative breathing practices, soul-awakening sound activations, and essential protection rituals, all meticulously designed for starseeds who have always felt the undeniable, magnetic call of the vast, ancient ocean. The gateway to this profound resource awaits you in the first pinned comment below. However, please be advised, this sacred offering is available for a limited time only, urging you to honor this timely invitation. Lately, the landscape of your inner and outer world may have felt shrouded in a persistent haze, as though you are attempting to discern intricate details through water that is deep and turbulent. This pervasive fog, this feeling of indistinctness, is not an indictment, not a sign that something is fundamentally amiss with your spiritual or energetic alignment. Rather, it is the natural phenomenon that occurs when old paradigms, deeply ingrained patterns, begin their intricate process of dissolution. The waters of transformation must necessarily churn, must become momentarily murky, before they can achieve their ultimate clarity. The sediment that inevitably rises when something long settled and dormant is finally, gracefully disturbed. That brief period of turbulence is not indicative of chaos or disorder. It is a powerful, undeniable sign of movement. And movement, even when it presents itself with discomfort, is the very essence of a river, remembering its primordial path, its inherent direction, back to the vast, welcoming expanse of the sea. You are not lost within this fog. You are profoundly, purposefully moving through it. And there is a universe of difference between these two states of being. You are in a sacred period of transition, and to navigate such a passage requires an immense reservoir of courage, even on those days when courage feels like an entirely foreign concept, when all you perceive is confusion, a leaden heaviness, and the quiet, heartfelt wish that somehow, someday, things will finally, beautifully, make an undeniable sense. Within the deepest recesses of your being, there lies something intrinsically encoded, a divine blueprint that extends far beyond the superficial teachings or learned doctrines of this current incarnation. Every starseed carries within them an innate, celestial blueprint, a set of divine instructions inscribed not in the ephemeral language of words, but in the vibrational essence of pure frequency. These are not instructions that can be handed to you by another, nor can they be discovered within the pages of any book, or unlocked by the mere attainment of specific external circumstances. This blueprint resides eternally within you. It has always been an intrinsic part of your cosmic inheritance, and you are not a broken entity, desperately searching for external answers. You are, and always have been, whole, and you are now entering a profound phase of remembering. This remembrance often begins subtly, as a quiet intuition, a gentle pull towards something you have never consciously encountered, but somehow, inexplicably, recognize. It manifests as a profound sense of familiarity in places you have never physically visited, or a startling recognition that flickers in the eyes of certain souls, moving you deeply before your conscious mind can even articulate why. This is not mere imagination or wishful thinking. This is your divine blueprint, your soul's essence, becoming legible once more, reawakening to its own cosmic truth. It is precisely at this juncture that feelings of unease or even panic can surface, often stemming from the perception that external reality remains static, that, despite the internal shifts, nothing tangible seems to be progressing. You have sensed the subtle yet undeniable tectonic plates of your inner world shifting. You have glimpsed your own reflection in profound truths that once felt impossibly vast to encompass. Yet, looking outward, the external circumstances appear unchanged, and this perceived stillness, this lack of visible motion, can feel like a devastating failure. It can whisper insidious doubts, suggesting that perhaps you misread the divine signal, that the subtle current you feel is an illusion. But this stillness is not a sign of stalling. It is a profound act of anchoring. Imagine a majestic river pausing in a wide, serene pool, gathering its strength and stabilizing its flow before it discovers the next exhilarating passage through the formidable mountains. Your soul is meticulously stabilizing what it has already integrated, what it has already received, ensuring that it possesses the energetic capacity to hold the profound influx of what is divinely destined to come next. The deep, transformative work that occurs in this quiet, still water is often some of the most vital and potent work of all. Therefore, approach this phase with an abundance of gentleness and self-compassion. This period is sacred, and its apparent inactivity is a profound illusion. It looks like nothing, but it is everything. You may not yet perceive it with your physical senses, but the souls around you are already responding, subtly yet undeniably, to the profound energetic shift that is unfolding within you. Perhaps certain relationships have undergone a gentle recalibration, some drawing nearer with a newfound resonance, others gracefully receding, dissolving without the need for explicit explanation. Certain physical environments may now evoke a different sensation, a shifted resonance. Specific conversations might carry a deeper weight, a more profound significance, and certain silences might feel not empty, but incredibly full, pregnant with unspoken understanding. These are not mere coincidences. When a primary current changes its direction, every single element downstream is inevitably affected, subtly or overtly. You do not need to broadcast your inner transformation or announce your spiritual evolution to the world. You are already transmitting it, broadcasting your new frequency into the collective field. And those souls who are divinely aligned to resonate with your unique vibration will be drawn to you. Much like ships are guided towards a distant lighthouse, not because they were explicitly instructed on its precise location, but because its unwavering light reaches them, illuminating their path even before they can consciously name the beacon they are seeking. This is the phase that often presents the most formidable challenges, for it unequivocally asks you to consciously release that which you have been carrying for so long, that it has become inextricably interwoven with your sense of self. It calls for the relinquishing of deeply ingrained beliefs about who you should be. The shedding of expectations that were placed upon you by a world that, in its limited perception, did not fully comprehend the magnificence of what you truly are. It requires the release of emotional payloads that belong to others, but settled into your sensitive energetic field because your capacity for empathy was so profound, your willingness to absorb the pain of others so deep. You absorbed these energies because you cared. You paid attention when others turned away. Your capacity for feeling, for deep, compassionate understanding, runs deeper than the common current. But none of that was ever yours to eternally carry. You have been granted the most liberating of permissions, the permission to set it all down. All of it. The river, in its ceaseless journey, does not retain every stone it encounters along its banks. It allows them to settle gently to the riverbed, continuing its onward flow. And the river is in no way diminished by this act of release. Rather, it becomes more fully, more authentically itself. You are not late. You are not lagging behind some cosmic schedule. The perceived delays, the unexpected detours, the prolonged years of struggling to articulate or even comprehend the intricate tapestry of what you were feeling. None of it was a waste of your precious soul's time. There is simply no such thing as a late spiritual awakening. There exists only the perfect, divine moment, and yours is exquisitely unfolding, right here, right now. The tide does not rush impetuously towards the shore. It does not offer apologies for the unhurried, rhythmic pace it adopts, but it always, invariably, arrives. It always reaches the distant shore it was divinely destined to embrace. And by its very arrival, it begins to subtly, beautifully reshape that shore. This, dear soul, is precisely what you are doing. Simply by your presence here, by your unwavering choice to remain consciously present within the sacred unfolding of your awakening, you are actively and powerfully reshaping the energetic landscape of everything you touch. Your sacred mission was never about achieving some extraordinary feat by the conventional metrics of this world. It was always about being present fully, vibrantly, authentically present in a way that only a soul endowed with your unique cosmic codes could possibly embody. The ancient architects of the colossal structures along the Nile understood this fundamental truth. The most potent and transformative act is not the grand, ostentatious gesture, but the quiet, the profound alignment of a soul with its own ineffable, true frequency. You do not need to decipher the entirety of your soul's mission today. You do not require a preordained plan, a tangible title, or a visibly defined role that renders your purpose legible to the external world. Your only and most essential task is to simply be here, fully, consciously present here, and to allow the divine current, the unseen flow of cosmic intelligence, to gently carry you towards the destination where you are meant to be. The current knows. It has always known. And now we approach the heart of the matter, the profound truth that has been subtly weaving its way through every word spoken thus far. The foundational revelation: you are not lost. You have never, not for a single moment, been truly lost. You made a conscious, soul-level choice to forget, not out of weakness or frailty, but because the very nature of the awakening you are here to experience necessitated that you navigate your way back from the deepest, most profound depths of your own being. Much like a pearl, which can only form its lustrous perfection under immense pressure, in the absolute darkness, at the very bottom of the vast ocean, so too, the magnificent being you are becoming could only be exquisitely shaped by the precise crucible of everything you have so courageously endured. Every moment of perceived confusion was the primordial water of transformation, gently working upon you, smoothing away the superficial layers that no longer belonged, and gradually revealing the incandescent essence that was always, eternally present beneath. Every solitary moment of profound loneliness was the ancient, loving sea of existence, drawing you deeper into the sacred sanctuary of your own inner world, away from the cacophony of a world that would have otherwise drowned out the vital, life-altering signal you were divinely destined to hear. Every feeling of not quite fitting, of simultaneously feeling like too much and not nearly enough, was the very pressure, the sacred tension that sculpted your unparalleled magnificence. You are not here to conform, to contort yourself to fit into the pre-existing molds of this world. You are here to gently, with quiet power and undeniable grace, remind this reality of something profound that it has collectively forgotten. This reminder will not be delivered through force or by raising your voice to a deafening volume. It will manifest through the simple, undeniable, and radiant presence of a soul that has navigated its own labyrinth and found its way back to its own magnificent, true nature. When water returns to its most pristine, natural state, clear, vibrant, moving freely, and imbued with the totality of what it has always carried within its depths, it does not issue a proclamation of its identity. It simply flows, and every single thing that it touches, inherently knows the undeniable fact that you are here, present in this moment, that you have persevered through all phases, through every truth that may have stirred within you a sense of discomfort, unfamiliarity, or even a surprisingly potent wave of recognition. This fact speaks volumes about your current state of spiritual readiness. You are, unequivocally, ready. Not because the path ahead has suddenly become flawlessly clear, or because all your questions have been neatly answered, but because you are still here, still willing, still listening, with an unwavering attentiveness to that persistent whisper within your soul, that inner knowing that has refused to surrender, no matter how many times the external world presented you with compelling reasons to do so. And that, dear, precious soul, is the most powerful, the most potent act a starseed can undertake. It is not the singular, extraordinary moment of perceived triumph, but the quiet, unwavering, persistent choice to continually show up for your own sacred remembering. Tonight, if it resonates deeply within your spirit, gently place your hand over your heart, feel its steady rhythm, and whisper these words with unwavering intention. I remember who I am. I trust the waters that have carried me here. I am ready to flow into what comes next. Before you go, please take a moment to share just one word in the comments below that encapsulates the feeling you experienced during this message. Then, seek out another soul's word and respond with a simple message of encouragement. This is more than just a comment section. It is a sacred space where starseeds can recognize and acknowledge each other's journey. And that recognition, that soulful connection, carries a power far greater than you may yet comprehend. If any part of this transmission has deeply touched your heart, please consider sharing it with another kindred spirit who may need to hear these words. And if you wish to continue receiving these celestial transmissions and journeying alongside us, please subscribe. The luminous waters of Sirius will guide us together to the next sacred transmission. You are not merely watching, you are actively remembering. This is your sanctuary, your sacred space. And I am profoundly grateful for your presence here.